Hello YouTube, how y'all doing today? Today we are taking a look at the Votatu PMD505 red dot. This is a multi reticle red dot, IPX7, 1500 Gs. Shock rating, I mean this is a duty grade red dot. It's an RMSc pattern. But it has actually has a decent sized window for an RMSc. It looks really cool. I like the angle and design of the cut. It's got a little sunshade on the front of it. It's got rear sights incorporated into it in the back. You can see them on the optic there. Now they're going to be designed for a suppressor height rear sight. Okay. But let's see if we can't get the reticle on screen. There we go. Let me turn up the brightness a little bit. The controls are really easy to use. There's all the controls right here on the side, and they're plus or minus for brightness. And there's our red dot. Now, when you're holding this at arm's length in front of you, let me see if I can get it on screen there, the dot gets quite a bit larger. This type of red dot, the farther it is from you, the bigger the outer circle and dot will get. And this has a 38 MOA outer circle, but it also has these little hashes on the end here and the sides, and they extend out beyond. So I'm going to say that top to bottom, it's probably between 42 to 44 MOA. Now, 38 MOA circle with the hash marks, it takes it up to about somewhere in the 42 to 44 range, and the center dot's 2 MOA. And where that's useful is if you draw this thing at night and you got bad alignment on your dot, you see that? You could still see how I could still see that and bring it into the window? So the bigger the circle on the outside, the easier it's going to be to use in low light when you're dazed or concussed. You know, this is a defensive tool. It's entirely possible that you're going to pick this up in the middle of the night off your nightstand while you're groggy, as you're getting punched in the face by a home intruder, and need this to work. You know, you pick it up, you kick them off you across the other side of the room and line it up. You need to be able to find that red dot real quick, okay? You could be in the middle of a nightmare or a dream and hear your daughter screaming in the other room and grab this in the dark. You see, you know, an intruder at the end of the hallway. You need to be able to get this sucker picked up and get that dot on target right away. So the outer circles really help with fast target acquisition. So I really, really like multi-reticle dots. And the bigger the outer reticle, the better, in my opinion. But this is really sleek. It looks great on this handgun. This is our Smith & Wesson Shield. This is a Gen 1 gun, but it's like fully customized. I've done all kinds of product reviews on the items in this gun, and I'll put them in the link in the description and the end screen and all that good stuff. We got an Apex trigger on this. We've got a Mag Guts +2 extension, gives me 10+1 capacity. We got a Recover Tactical bolt-on rail. We have high-vis H3 light pipe sights. I mean, this is a really pimped out pistol, and I really like it. This thing shoots great. I actually shoot this at 100 yards, and it's not very difficult. You know, it shoots really well. So, and a red dot like this is perfect for a pistol like this. But we are actually going to put this on my SIG P322 because I shoot that gun all the time. All right, stand by. Let's get it on there. Okay, so we've got our Votatu on here on our SIG P322. A couple of the features I wanted to show you right here on the side. We have a side loading battery compartment, so you do not have to take the red dot off to change the battery, which is a phenomenal feature because that means you don't got to re-zero it every time you change your battery. This does have shake awake and auto off. You know, all the good stuff. I'll post the full specifications on the screen right here. You can see right here we have very easy to adjust positive click brightness adjustments. Forward arrow is for brighter, the rear arrow is for dimmer. So very, very easy to use. That's about it for controls. This is a super, super easy unit to use. I really like this thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get out here on my pistol range right here. We're going to do some close range speed shooting, left to right, to show how quick you could shoot this thing. And then down here across the lake is my 12x20 mini IDPA silhouette target. And we'll shoot that right here from about 100 yards, score some hits on that. Show you how accurate something like this is from long range. Okay, other thing I did want to show you here in the box, you're going to get a lens cloth, you're going to get a nice rubber cover. You get a Picatinny mount here for mounting it on a rail if necessary. And then you get a whole bunch of different screws for all your most common screw sizes, thread sizes. And you get 2 batteries. So comes with all the stuff that you're going to need, plus you get your little screwdriver here for adjusting, and you get your Torx bit here for installing it. Okay, now for me, this went on no problem. I had no issues at all installing it. Everything lined right up. Screws went in nice. They're perfect length for me for this SIG 322. You can see it looks fantastic on there. Really sharp. Now this is not a suppressor on here. This is actually a threaded removable barrel extension. So this actually has a 10-inch barrel. So this hits about, with hypervelocity 22 ammo, this hits with the same power as a 22 Magnum handgun. So this is a very neat gadget and very cool, very perfectly legal device. You don't need any tax stamp or anything like that. So very cool. Okay folks, so we're right here with our SIG P322 with our Votatu red dot sight on here. We're going to engage these targets down here that you can see left to right. 8-inch clanger, bowling pin, an 8x12 A-zone target, and then a 6-inch clanger. We're just going to go left and right, show you how fast you can engage this thing. I'm going to move down here to 7 yards, typical home defense, self-defense range, and you'll see how this performs. Okay, here we go. All right, folks, we're going to be shooting at that 12x20 target down there at 100 yards. I will circle it on screen so that you can see it. It's painted green. It's very difficult to see. It's painted green to make it hard to see and hard to hit so that I could improve my skill. Really, nothing in nature is going to be painted white. We don't live in the Star Wars universe. Stormtroopers, nobody's running around with white Stormtrooper armor, okay? All right, let's put some rounds on this guy and see how we do. Now, when our rounds hit, you're going to hear a tink, tink, tink sound as you hit the steel down there. Okay, folks, there you just saw several hits right in a row. At 100 yards, no problem. This is a very accurate setup. You get to see how accurate this is. You get to see how well it shoots. Super fast to use this. You know, this red dot, you know, really quick transitions. This is a great setup. I really like it a lot. All right, folks, I appreciate your time. Thank you, as always, for watching. Freedom by me, out.